particular subject, but Shakur Stevenson was reportedly arrested, and I looked at the article and whatnot, so I don't have any additional information beyond this, so I don't really have much thoughts. But
I don't think he belongs in the ring.
You don't think he belongs in the ring?
No.
Details regarding the situation is that Judge Althea M. Handy issued the warrant on February 2nd.
I mean, drinking's normal, no? Everyone drinks.
Really?
I don't, but I mean, I mean that's not really trash talking. Right?
You don't.
He was catching them clean. But they're gonna say that the steroids gave him more momentum. I mean, to me, he didn't look that good in the beginning.
Breaking: Shakur Stevenson failing a drug test and now getting arrested is shocking news that has sent ripples through the boxing world. After the fight, this shameful revelation has tarnished his reputation and left fans questioning everything. The fallout is huge, and Teofimo Lopez looks vindicated as the controversy swirls.
Arrested Shakur Stevenson early Sunday morning after alleged Saturday night fight. Social media.
Teofimo Lopez Sr. is visibly relieved and proud, seeing that no one could simply beat his son. He points out that Shakur Stevenson's victory was aided by steroids, implying his own son's loss was unfair. This makes the situation even more controversial as Lopez Sr. defends his family while criticizing the integrity of Stevenson's win, turning the story into a heated debate about fairness and performance-enhancing drugs.
My son could be a way better fighter, stronger if he was to take those substances. But I don't know what the deal is. We'll find out in the future what happened. But
Devin Haney raises a crucial point about the dangers of performance-enhancing drugs in boxing. It is not just about unfair advantage, but about risking lives in the ring. Shakur Stevenson failing a PED test puts every fighter at risk and casts doubt on his achievements. Teofimo Lopez, clean and disciplined, proves that true skill and courage cannot be bought with drugs.
When a guy is taking in performance enhancement drugs, it's just it's dangerous. It's dangerous for.
Teofimo Lopez Sr. is disgusted seeing his son lose to Shakur Stevenson, who allegedly used steroids. He stresses his son takes wins and losses with dignity, but this unfair advantage makes it hard to respect the result. Fans can feel the frustration and disappointment.
It's disgusting. I told my son to be a real man, and to take his losses like the way he takes his wins, and to hold on to that belt after a beating like that is it's disgusting, man,
So you don't.
But I mean, it's expected.
Ade Oladipo explains how Shakur Stevenson controlled every moment against Teofimo Lopez. Lopez struggled with timing and footwork, making him easy to counter. Every punch from Shakur landed cleanly and decisively. The fight looked one-sided as Stevenson dominated in skill, speed, and precision, leaving Lopez completely outmatched despite his strength.
Teo's a big, strong guy, and Shakur just bullied him, outboxed him on the back foot, outboxed him on the front foot. Every time Teo came in and kind of tripped himself, going over his front foot, the punches and bunches and just the single shots were just beautiful from Shakur Stevenson.
Max Kellerman breaks down Teofimo Lopez's lack of strategy. He had no plan to control the fight or dictate the pace. Stevenson's superior tactics and timing exposed Lopez completely. Raw power cannot replace planning, and this fight proved that preparation and intelligence in the ring are what make a true champion.
There's a difference between strategy and tactics, okay? Let's start with chess. In chess, in the opening of the game, you must control the center of the board. Right. Okay. Like if you place a knight in the center, it can hit 8 squares. In the corner, it can hit 2. But you have to fight for control of the center because strategically, that's your strategy. Fight for control of the center, control the board. Now, tactics are like punches. Okay. Yes. Tactics are, I do this, he does this, I do this, he does this, I land a punch, I get a pawn, I win a piece, okay?
Timothy Bradley Jr. breaks down the fight, showing how Shakur Stevenson completely controlled Teofimo Lopez. Every punch, every move by Lopez was met with precise counters. Stevenson forced him to react instead of act, exposing his lack of strategy and composure. If Stevenson had increased the pressure even more, Lopez would have panicked entirely. The dominance wasn't just physical, it was mental mastery, showing the devastating impact of preparation, timing, and ring IQ against an opponent who relied on strength but lacked tactical awareness. This fight highlighted Stevenson's complete command of the ring.
Power, Shakur hits hard enough. You don't. But if he stayed consistent on T.O.'s ass, because what we say, T.O., right? We gonna make him answer some questions, right? That's what we gonna do. Shakur gonna make him ask some questions. Like, he gonna have to answer quickly because he can't outthink Shakur, right? Yeah. Out of position, bam, we got kept. Shoot his jet, bam, got hit again. Right in, bam. Everything he did, he got countered. Everything he did, he got countered.
Eddie Hearn emphasizes that Shakur Stevenson displayed complete mastery in the fight. His jab was precise, his footwork flawless, and his timing impeccable. Lopez struggled to land anything meaningful as Stevenson dictated every phase of the fight. Strength and aggression couldn't match Shakur's technique, fitness, and composure. This was a clear demonstration of why skill, preparation, and ring intelligence always trump raw power in boxing.
I just think Shakur looked strong. You know, Shakur looked like he was punching very hard. His jab was on point. His footwork was incredible. It's his timing. It's his fitness.
Bomac points out that Shakur Stevenson's boxing IQ is unmatched. Every move is calculated and deliberate, turning strategy into a weapon. Once he decides to impose his plan, it becomes nearly impossible to stop him. This fight exposed Lopez's weaknesses, showing that raw strength cannot overcome a fighter who thinks and moves faster. Stevenson's ability to anticipate, react, and control the ring made him untouchable and showcased why top-level skill is crucial at the elite stage.
Understand who he beat. He beat Teofimo Lopez, who, yes, has had his issues. I think we see that against Cambosos and to an extent against Sandor Martin. But Teofimo Lopez was recognized by everyone as the best 140-pounder. Shakur Stevenson in his first fight in the division has gone to fight the best, and it's a shutout. It's a shutout. There wasn't a mark on him. Like, T.O. barely landed a glove. And
Bruce Carrington points out how effortless Stevenson made the fight look. Lopez's mistakes were punished instantly, and his attempts to adjust were ineffective. Shakur's reflexes and countering left Lopez frustrated and unable to impose himself. From the opening round, Stevenson controlled space, timing, and pace, turning what should have been a competitive fight into a one-sided showcase of skill, strategy, and dominance.
He made it easy. You know, I was saying, like, if T.O. was to fight more on a back foot and throw punches when Shakur throws, that's the only time you're going to get Shakur. But T.O., he has a habit of getting out of position all the time. He'll double up his right hand, turn square, or turn southpaw. Like, that's not gonna work, bro. You're not gonna take up enough space to touch Shakur. And Shakur's reflexes and his countering was just keeping T.O. at bay. It was an easy night from round one for him. Shakur got.
Daniel Jacobs emphasizes that Shakur Stevenson displayed sheer mastery from the opening bell. His jab dictated the rhythm, footwork controlled the ring, and counters exploited every opening Teofimo Lopez offered. This was not a battle of grit or resilience, but a demonstration of technical brilliance. Every move was calculated, every punch timed perfectly, and every adjustment by Lopez was anticipated and nullified. Shakur's ability to implement his skills under pressure made the fight look like a clinic rather than a contest. Jacobs' assessment confirms that talent and preparation trump raw power, and Lopez's performance, while strong, could not compete with Stevenson's level of precision, strategy, and intelligent ring craft. This fight serves as a clear example of how technique and tactical execution dominate strength and aggression.
Teofimo is my guy, but I've always been a fan of Shakur, and I think that Shakur put on a clinic tonight. Least amount of risk. Been able to put his skill set into fruition all night. The jab was leading. You can tell the difference in skill set, and that was the difference to me that made the fight. It wasn't about grit, it wasn't about heart, it was about sheer talent. And Shakur's display.
Keyshawn Davis captures the chaos and excitement backstage as Shakur Stevenson dismantled Teofimo Lopez. The fight was one-sided from the start, leaving Lopez struggling to land meaningful offense while Stevenson executed his game plan flawlessly. Davis highlights not just the skill on display but also Stevenson's confidence in calling out big names like Conor Benn, signaling his ambition to headline major events globally. This fight was more than a victory. It was a statement of dominance and intent. Every movement, punch, and feint by Stevenson demonstrated mastery, while Lopez's efforts were insufficient to challenge him. Davis's reaction encapsulates the awe and respect Stevenson earned, reinforcing that his victory was complete, dominant, and a showcase of elite boxing talent.
Going crazy, like, oh, he beat him up. It's easy work. Like, he's beating T.O. up. Like, it's not even a close fight, you know what I'm saying? So, I was just happy for him. Super happy for him.
And he called out Conor Benn. You guys both trying to maybe co-main and main event in the UK with all these UK guys?
Hey, man, how big this event was, bro. Like, I ain't tripping.
Chael Shannon explains how Teofimo Lopez was constantly on the back foot, reacting to Shakur Stevenson instead of executing his own plan. Every attempt to regain control was countered, forcing Lopez into defensive survival mode. Stevenson's superior timing and ring awareness left Lopez scrambling and exposed. Shannon's breakdown shows that this was not a close contest but a tactical shutdown. Stevenson dictated every aspect of the fight, forcing Lopez to adapt and react while denying him opportunities to assert himself. The precision and intelligence displayed by Stevenson ensured that Lopez never found his rhythm, highlighting the stark contrast between preparation, ring IQ, and raw physical power. This fight was a textbook example of how a smart, disciplined fighter can neutralize strength and aggression with calculated strategy.
It's a bit wild, to be honest with you. Like, I don't like that stuff, if I'm honest, but Teofimo's Teofimo. Like, you could never control him, you can never predict what he's going to do or say, and that...
Breaking, Shakur Stevenson failing a PED test and now facing arrest has completely changed the narrative around his win against Teofimo Lopez. What looked like a dominant victory now comes under serious scrutiny, and fans are questioning the legitimacy of the result. Teofimo Lopez and his team, including his proud father, have been vindicated in pointing out that no fighter could simply beat Lopez fairly. Every analyst, from Daniel Jacobs to Chael Shannon, highlighted how Stevenson's skill and precision outmatched Lopez in the ring, but now the shadow of steroids casts doubt over his performance. The fight itself remains a lesson in strategy, timing, and elite boxing IQ, yet the revelation about the failed drug test taints the story, showing that raw talent cannot excuse rule-breaking. Boxing fans deserve fair competition, and this situation underscores why drug testing and accountability matter more than ever. Now it's time for the boxing world to demand answers and justice, and for fans to stay tuned for the fallout. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and follow every update as the shocking PED scandal unfolds, and we see how it affects the future of both Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson.